pass to James. Trying to find Bloch. He gets it to him. He had a nice open look right there. And the Cavaliers lead by 1. And Clark, a great competitive game so far.
Yeah, tit for tat. I mean, back and forth, plenty of lead changes, and excellent play.
These two teams, guys, look so evenly matched to me. I think this could go right down to the wire.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, gentlemen, we all know the NBA has been adapting elements of the European game to its own game. It's a style that Cavs coach David Blatt is more than familiar with from his time abroad. Asked if he'd play LeBron at the stretch 4, he said, quote, "You'll see LeBron there. You'll see LeBron all over the floor just like he's used to playing. I don't have to change him." Guys, when you've got the best player in the world, it's certainly easier.
All right, thank you, Doris. And LeBron, accustomed to playing the 4. Arguably now his best position.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
Heinrich. And again, it's Atlanta.
Nothing but money for them to start the half. They've made all 3 of their shot attempts.
For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half.
You know, the Hawks haven't been an elite team, but they do have the longest active playoff streak in the East. They've been in 7 straight postseasons, and while they haven't advanced very far, I still think there's something to be said for getting to the postseason 7 years in a row.
Here's Schroeder following the basket by Kevin Love. Here's Bazemore, and he gets the bucket. Bazemore's got the game tied up here for the Hawks.
And still perfect here in the second half. 4 for 4 from the field.
And for the Hawks, with that playoff streak, for a team, Steve, that has missed the playoffs in the 8 seasons prior, that's something to be proud of.
Yeah, I mean, Atlanta has shown consistent winning basketball now over the last, 6, 7 years. They've shed some of their marquee players, suffered some big injuries, but they've still found a way to remain competitive. Even from here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the officials.
The Hawks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Pretty robust numbers from the free throw line, guys. 82% from the line for this team collectively.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Thompson, he's checked in for Kevin Love. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Splitter's checked in. Chris Anderson is checked in for Andre Bloch. Outside Williams. Stolen by Schroeder. Kicks it to Howard. The dish to Schroeder. Fires the 3. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Howard's got 3 assists in the game. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Williams passes to Anderson. The feed now to James. Count the bucket. James has got 19 points.
That's his brand of basketball, and he plays it as well as anyone. And as we get into crunch time, they need him at his best.
Bazemore misses.
That was a layup, and you've got to knock that down. You've got to convert when you get those opportunities.
It's Williams with the drive. Smith dishes to Thompson, and that one's good. Thompson's got his first points in this one.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
Wow, they're moving the ball right now. They look good.
And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put out.
Looking over there at Steve, he's enjoying every second of it.
Yes,
Yeah,
me too. Man, this has been great, guys. The fans getting their money's worth here. Both teams just playing so hard out there.
Good. Thompson's got his second basket of the night.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
Yep, that's something that the defense has to put a stop to. Maybe a defensive adjustment is necessary.
And that one's good. And the Hawks lead by 1.
He's created some good opportunities for himself and made the most of them.
LeBron kicks to Thompson. Feeds it to Williams. Left side Williams. Back to Thompson. Here's Anderson. Nails the wide open jump shot. Anderson's got 8. The Hawks have gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime.
Tristan Thompson, a really nice hustle player and defender. Chance to be a double-double guy. But, you know, as a former number 4 pick overall, I think expectations were probably a little too high for him. But he's turned into a very solid NBA player.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Hawks.
Now we've seen them make that extra effort rotating from the weak side, closing out on their airspace, really sending shots back.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition. And Thompson with really good length and athleticism. I still think he's developing his footwork and craftiness inside as far as understanding how to create angles to get his shot off. But he's young and there's plenty of time, and he's shown plenty of promise.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Channing Frye's checked in for Anderson, and Dunleavy's subbed in for Williams. Scotty's checked in for Atlanta. Nash comes in for Kirk Hinrich. Now, here's Frye. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And that one's good. James. And Thompson made progress on his mid-range jump shot in year 2. Then last season, Steve, he switched his shooting hand entirely.
And, you know, pretty impressive results for year 1 of the experiment. I mean, that's where you never know. He could become a much better shooter over time with that right hand. We'll see.
Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Still, I mean, startling that he'd even try that right now. Ill-advised shot selection right there, Clark.
It really was. I mean, very low percentage shot there.
No one near Smith as he lets it go. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
Defense better watch out. They better be alert because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half. Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. The defense hasn't been able to set up.
Atlanta calls timeout.
Channing Frye missed all of 2012-13 with an enlarged heart. The condition got better, and last season seemed like he didn't miss a beat. He came back and shot the cover off the ball.
For the Hawks, Howard comes in for Splitter, and Chris Humphrey subbed in for Scott. And here's Nash outside, and that one's good. Nash has got 11 points.
No matter who it is, that kind of defense is not going to cut it.
And guys, Frye, you know, as you try to put him into some kind of position or descriptive phrase, a stretch 4.
I think so, Kevin, but you know what's great with Frye is that he can also guard 4s and 5s. So when you can space the floor as a shooter but also defend the interior, then you're a two-way player, and it's easy to find the right matchup.
Bazemore misses. Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 12-3 run. Smith the pass to LeBron. They set the screen. Over to the left wing. For the 3. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation for the 3.
Here's Schroeder. Here's Bazemore. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Well, it's been in the... The Hawks trail by 9. The 2 stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. Dunleavy is up there with Mo Williams, and it's Blatch in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And Dunleavy gets it to go in.
Textbook right there. Nice pass, great catch, beautiful finish.
Dunleavy's gone 3 for 5 from the field. Hinrich with it. Williams picks him up. Lets it go with the three. The shot by Hinrich no good.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. I mean, they're really pushing them around physically at this point.
Schroeder kicks to Hinrich. Buries the long-range jumper.
What a terrific job to get the release perfect that time. I thought it might get blocked or deflected, but nice stroke.
Even with giving up a lot of size in that matchup, still able to get off a nice long-range shot there.
An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action. Yeah, again, iffy shot selection there. Defender draped all over him.
Well, you got to understand who's guarding you in that situation. I mean, if he's on you tight, you can't just rise up and try to shoot over the top.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Hinrich's got it back down to single digits for Atlanta.
That's his second three-pointer of the half and his third overall.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
Kirk Hinrich in his 12th season out of Kansas. Remember covering this guy in college. Still a quality defensive combo guard. At 6'4", tremendous IQ and anticipation really helps him at the defensive end. And he's, I think, a little underrated offensively, too.
Splitters checked in for Atlanta. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Well, over the break, I listened in on David Blatt's huddle. He said to them, the lead we've got now is nice, but I want to make it even nicer. This is when we put the hammer down. It doesn't look like he's ready to back off just yet, guys.
And thank you for that, Doris. And Hinrich playing big numbers for the Bulls last season. Steve, his shooting percentages have started now to tail off over the last few years.
You know, I think his defense is really what keeps him on the court at this point, Kevin. Offensively, still a good playmaker and a decision maker, but he's not going to be a big scorer.
Schroeder, and a great assist by Hinrich as that one goes in. Schroeder's got 6 in the quarter.
That's a weapon that has been working for him. He's just been living out there behind the arc.
And, Steve, they need it now more than ever. This is a critical juncture in this game.
Here's Dunleavy, gets the 14-footer to fall. And the Cavaliers lead by 7.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Here's Schroeder. His three-pointers off the mark.
I think the lead they built here, guys, is in large part due to what they've done on the boards.
Absolutely. I mean, they have a plus 10 advantage in rebounds, and they've been in total control of the backboard.
Fires the three. Bazemore misses.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
Williams dishes to Blotch. And it's blocked. Love the pass to Blotch.
Been a stellar outing in this one for Blotch. 10 points and a decent little assist total for him, too.
Yeah, he's played really well, moving the ball around, and you'd like to see the rest of the team kind of get into that same passing groove that he's in.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Smith has checked in.
Cavs tried to make a push for the playoffs last season, in a way going against the grain, but instead a disappointing season when it was all over. Coach and front office questioning the team effort level.
Now Williams, after Kirk Hinrich's three-pointer that didn't go. Smith drives in, and that one's good.
You know, they've been able to depend on his offense all game long, guys. He's drained a lot of shots out here.
And between now and the horn, Steve, the ball should be in his hands as much as possible if they want to continue to build this lead.
Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut to just 9 on the basket from Bazemore. For Cleveland, they've gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Fast break, the Hawks. Here's Humphries. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Now that could be a major moment in this game. Mark your clock right now. Just when we thought this contest might be over, a steal, a fast break, and it's hold everything time.
Well, they're still in the driver's seat, Clark, so I'm not ready to say it's game on just yet. But another transition basket, well, now it's a different story.
Atlanta calls timeout.
Well, after being amnestied by the Washington Wizards, Andre Blatche resurrected his career with the Brooklyn Nets, an overlooked most improved player candidate 2 seasons ago. I thought Blatche really solidified his games last year.
The Hawks trail by 9. Atlanta calls timeout. And for blocks, the key to his turnaround, really committing to playing in the paint.
And that's good to see, Kevin. In the past, he'd float around and settle for long twos, but by staying inside, he's improved his rebounding and his efficiency.
Howard's checked in for splitting. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, over the break, I listened in on David Blatt's huddle. He'd like them to concentrate on their transition game to keep the tempo fast and put pressure on the defense in the open court. He told them also they should be swarming to the basket at the offensive end. He wants a lot of bodies inside. Guys, they're operating under the principle that it's never too late to fine-tune the game plan. Kevin, over to you.
And as always, Doris, thank you. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line.
And both free throws good for LeBron. The Hawks trail by 9. Here's Schroeder. Second shot opportunity. He lays it in. 10 points for Dwight Howard.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
Now here's LeBron. Outside Williams. Looking to get back on track here. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. Smith sets the pick for Williams. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Cavaliers.
Anytime they've had a chance to attack the lane, they've done so. The penetration has been impressive.
It's been a hot shooting night for them, too. I mean, they've hit a lot of those mid-range jump shots.
Here's Schroeder. And it's off from 3-point range.
More often than not today, those shots have not dropped for him.
And it's Smith missing. The Hawks trail by 9. Here's Bazemore. Off target from 3-point range.
And it seems like nothing is falling for him this quarter. He's really out of his rhythm.
No good from outside.
Kevin, he's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. With time running low, he'd be better off trying something else.
And James throws it down.
I tell you, he's really carrying a lot of the load offensively, and that's almost always good news for them.
Here's Schroeder. The Hawks again can't hit. The Cavaliers leading by 11. Over in the corner, Williams. Here's Love. The shot is off. So Atlanta will take it the other way.
Boy, they needed that last rebound. They haven't done well on the boards overall, but that one was huge.
Still fighting for the win here. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Williams kicks over to Watch. The shot is off. Atlanta is shooting about 43% here in the fourth quarter. And stolen by Love. The drive by James. That drops. LeBron's got 34.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Heinrich from outside. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
Not sure about that one, guys. That was really deep, especially for him. He's not a great shooter from out there.
Not sure what he was thinking about there.
And Kirk Heinrich picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Channing Fries checked in for Blotch. Jefferson comes in for LeBron. Mike Dunleavy, he's checked in for Smith. And it's Green in for Mo Williams. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Scotty's checked in for Humphries. Hardaway comes in for Kent Bazemore. Steve Nash, he's checked in for Kirk Heinrich. And Jared Jack has subbed in for Schroeder.
Got to make a defensive adjustment here because he's just destroying them from 3-point range.
Well, even when they've closed out on him, Steve, he's knocking them down.
Defensive foul. Jared Jack. That's his second.
First free throw is good. Cavaliers making a switch here. Both free throws good from Green.
Clutch free throws there to ensure that they're going to go home with the W.
Nash with it. From downtown, another three for Atlanta.
Making a big difference from long range tonight. That was a huge shot right there.
You know, they've got time to make up the points. Having that threat outside, really an advantage to stretch out this defense. Good strategy, I think.
And